baby, you know. I did the mother thing, I did the wife thing, all that, yeah. YouTube, what's up? It's your girl, Loveeee MONEA. I have not been on YouTube in damn near 2 years, and I am very sorry, but I figured that with this new episode I wanted to create, you guys can get to know me a little bit more, because I feel like with that video, that one video I posted, you got to know the new me, the mommy me. And I feel like with this new video, you gonna get to know the old me, the me that was really like that before she had a baby. And this story gonna be about how I caught my when I was 18. I was a senior in high school, about to be a freshman in college. I had caught my boyfriend cheating on me. I caught him red-handed, and even after I caught him, he was still lying. Not only was he lying, but the girl was lying too. So that's the story I wanted to talk to y'all about. And then I also wanted to do a get ready with me, but my makeup artist canceled on me. I was not able to get my makeup done. So we just gonna get straight to the point. So I met the guy, we gonna call him G. I met G when I was a junior in high school. We dated the whole junior year and the entire senior year also. We went to prom together, not junior year, but we went to prom senior year. And we worked together. This is how I was about my boyfriends. Like, we was crazy about each other. We switched phones. We didn't even go to the same school. We switched phones for an entire week. And we switched each other's signature to each other's name. Like, we was just real childish like that. We worked at a nursing home together for the summer. And then when that was over with, we went to college together in the fall. But anyways, one night to celebrate us going off to college, we ended up having like a little ratchet shindig with all our friends. And it lasted a little longer than it should have. So he ended up going home, him and his friends. He definitely told me, like, come on, let's go. But I wanted to be, I was with my sister too. So I'm like, no, I want to be with my sisters and my friends. So I stayed out a little later. I ended up going to Denny's by Mayfair Mall in my city. I ended up going to Denny's to get like late breakfast. It's like 12 in the morning, which is really not that late, but it is that late when you only 18. So I ended up going to Denny's and had a good time eating whatever. When I'm leaving, as I get to leave, I get to calling him. And he's not answering the phone. It's going straight to voicemail. But I had just talked to him. I just seen him an hour ago and he told me to pull up. So, yeah. He wasn't answering and I didn't get no freak. I still went over there to his house because he don't even live that far from Mayfair Mall. He lived on 62nd and Capitol. So I go over there to his house, still not answering the phone. I'm sitting outside. My little sister with me. She a year younger than me. And she's like, at this point, you can take me home because you're just sitting outside a nigga house and he's not answering the phone. I'm tired. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to give you this car. I was going to let you drop me off. You can have my car for the night. Just pick me up in the morning. Like, just wait. So she all game at this point because she's only a junior in high school. She's going to get a car for the night. She geek. So after that, like, we sitting there an extra like 5 or 10 minutes and he ended up driving past. But he didn't stop at the house. He didn't park in front of me, none of that. He literally drove past his house and he didn't have tents or nothing. So when he drove past, I looked and I see some just automatically, I know that's his car, so I'm not looking in the passenger seat. I immediately look in the, I'm not looking in the driver's seat, I'm looking in the passenger seat. I immediately look in the passenger seat when he drive past, and of course I see a little bitty ass head and a little bitty ass ponytail, like a bun. So I turn my car on and I immediately start following him. This man gets to the stop sign and you can either turn left or turn right. First of all, he lives on like a 3-way intersection. So you could turn straight, left or right. But he ended up turning left. He didn't turn right where his alley is so he could park in the back of his house. He turned left like he wasn't coming home. Once he did that, I turned my car on, got to following him. He ended up making another left turn. And once he got to that end of that block, the stop sign was a 4-way stop sign, so he had no choice but to stop. I ended up pulling up in front of him, like, cut him off in traffic, and I thought I parked my car, but I didn't. Cut him off, hopped out my car, started walking up to his car. My sister was in the passenger seat, so she ended up climbing over to the driver's seat to put my car in park for me. I started walking towards his car, and I didn't run. I walked to his car. Why wouldn't I get to the passenger door? Because why would I, go to the driver door? I know where he live. I know where he work. I can handle him whenever the hell I please. walk up to the passenger door, her door is open. So I opened it. As soon as I open it, I swing at her, and she just gets to kicking me. Like, she just get to kicking all crazy. She didn't actually even kick me. Her feet never touched me, but she just get to kicking all crazy, like she was riding a bike or something. I don't know. It was weird. So I'm like, you know what? You're retarded. I go around, and I go to the driver's side, but he ended up meeting me by the trunk. So he was getting out the car too, but he didn't even get out the car when I ran up on her. Like, he didn't get out the car until he seen, like, I wasn't worried about her no more. So, like I said, once I walked away, he ended up meeting me at the back of the trunk, because I was walking, you know, behind the car, and he, like, grabbed me, put me in a bear hug, like, you are tripping, you crazy. That's dude, girlfriend. I just was picking her up for him because he didn't want to leave his little brother at home. He sleep. I'm trying to drop her off. I'm like, if you trying to drop her off, why did you just pass his house? You passed his house up. I watched you drive past your house, then you drove past his house. His friend lived a block away. So he like, cause he not answering the phone, I'm like, okay, I'm calling you, and you not answering the phone. Your phone going straight to voicemail. He like, well, my phone dead. So she calling him off her phone, and he ain't answering. I'm like, well, we finna go knock on the door, because he just had you pick this girl up. So we finna confirm this story. So I get in my car, they get in his car. We circle the block again, and then pull back up at his friend's house. We all get out, my sister included this time, and he opened the door. We all go in. He hug on the girl, asked her, is she okay? Being all dramatic. He calling me crazy, saying I forced it. He like, I hope you apologize to her. You out of order. And he like, we're letting your phone die. So the girl, she's like, you know, I have a kid. I don't be having time for this stuff. Like, sorry, y'all. She's like, you know, I got a kid, and this is why I don't be trying to leave out the house this time of night for stuff like this. I'm like, oh, my bad. You know, I just thought it was something else going on. So we all chilling for about an hour, smoking in the kitchen. Her and him, the girl and my boyfriend's friend, they weren't in the kitchen with us smoking. They were in his room together, like with the door closed. So, you know, I didn't think nothing else of it. He comes out, and he's like, dude, she mad. You need to drop her off. She tripping. She won't lose the attitude. She's still mad because sis ran up on her. Whatever. So he like, well, when you want me to take her home? He like, you need to drop her off right now. I'm ready for her to go. So he like, are you coming with me? I'm like, I don't really want to, but I can. He like, that's coming. And he trying to see who finna stay here with his brother. And I'm like, well, looking at my sister like, I don't want to go. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to leave her at your house by herself. So me and sis ended up staying. Him, his friend, the girl, all three of them ended up leaving. They were only gone for about 10 minutes because she stayed in West Lawn. I told y'all where he stayed, on Capitol. So he's just not too far from each other. So yeah, he was gone for about 10 minutes. He pulled back up, didn't think nothing of it. That was the end of that. So a month go by, and we ended up at school. We in college now, and he working out at the gym, and he playing basketball. He ended up giving me his phone. I'm sitting on the sideline watching him, and I don't know, I'm a nosy girl, but like I told y'all how we are with each other, like I had his password, so that's not really nosy. Like, I was just bored, to be honest. So I'm going through his phone. Some girl texted him paragraphs like, you out of order, you been living a double life, you didn't move out of town and go to school with some girl, you told me you were single, blah blah blah. So immediately I'm like, this girl know about me, I don't know about her. And she's sending him paragraphs. Mind y'all, we young, we only like 18. So I immediately get on Facebook, because I just know how girls are. So I get on Facebook, and I don't see nothing. But in my messages, I don't see nothing. Then I go check my filtered messages, because that's where the messages, you know, that people's not your friend, that's where they go. Go check my filtered messages. The very first message I see, profile pic I see, y'all, the girl from the car. She messaging me like two or 3 days before that. Before she was texting him the paragraph, she reached out to me first and was like, yeah, just thought I'd let you know that was me that day in the car. I know you think your guy is faithful, but he not, and you really need to watch him. And you know, just like throwing like a lot of shade. She wasn't on no woman stuff, and she was talking slick. Like, the only reason I lied is because I have a son, and I was trying to get home to him, and I wasn't trying to be out there fighting you. Like, you still got a son, you could still be somewhere out here fighting me. Just because like you writing me a month after the fact, that don't mean like I'm not still gonna want to fight. We got into a big old brawl. We got into, well, it wasn't a brawl. I just was really throwing all his stuff out of my dorm room and in the hallway, hitting him in his head with all his Jordans and Nikes and stuff that I had got him, because I'm not a petty girl. You know, if I buy you something, you can have it. I might destroy it, but you can still have it. Or I might hit you with it, but you can still have it. But yeah, I was just shocked, because it just was like, not only is you like lying to me in my face, you got your friend lying, and you got this girl lying. Like, all three of y'all just sat up here and lied to me. And my sister, because my sister was there too. Like, I don't know. It was just crazy. And that just changed my outlook. And I was only 18. I don't care how young I was. That changed my outlook on a lot of stuff, because, like she said, you was living a double life. Now, me and this guy, like, you know, we worked together. We went to school together. We did everything together. So it was kind of hard for her. You know, she was telling him he lived a double life, and I understand how, because he was always with me. But really, I think what was going on is they had like a textationship, or, you know, a little relationship online. It really ain't my business, because I'm not with the guy no more. But definitely threw me for a loop there. He tried to pull a fast one on me, but it just goes to show you can't trust nobody. You can't trust these guys, and you can't trust the girls either, because even when, you know, you think something is what it is, it ain't what you think it is. Nothing is ever what the hell it seems. And it's just funny to me that this girl really sat here and lied. She went in a room with his friend and everything, went in his house. Like, I'm not never lying for nobody. If I'm with a guy and he gets caught with a girl and she asks me what's going on, I'm telling the truth. And, you know, God forbid what happens after the truth gets revealed. But I'm telling, because don't do that. Don't do that. Why? Like, if you could be out here and be single and you can date whoever you want to date, why you want to be with me and you know you with her, or vice versa, or, you know, whoever else you with? That's just, guys just be doing weird stuff. And that's it for my, you know, story time about me getting cheated on and me catching him red-handed. Y'all gotta let me know what else y'all want to talk about, because that was a real old story, but I got a lot of stories that I could touch topic on. I decided to just start all the way in the past, because if I touch on the recent stuff, I might be pouring salt on a lot of wounds. So yeah, I'm willing to, you know, talk about a lot of stuff, because I feel like when I uploaded that video on my son, y'all got the new me, the mommy me. And a lot of people only know and heard of the old me. And well, not even know, I'm gonna say heard of the old me. A lot of people probably want to get to know the old me. And I can't really bring her to surface no more, but I can tell you a lot of great stories about her, because she was really like that. Okay. So subscribe, like, share, comment, and yes, make sure y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about next time. Bye. He won't fuck your best friend and your sister. Lie to ya, then screw ya, get mad if his homeboys do ya. He's a nigga, don't let him fool ya. They all dogs, that's what they do.